Live. The drop-in is live, brought to you by
Rising Phoenix Tap Room down at 320 Broadway in King City, down in South County. Yeah, 55 miles from Salinas. We were just talking about that. Open from Wednesday through Sunday there. A brick oven pizza, 90-inch TV. Maybe it's 100. I keep wanting to say my.
Why do we have to measure things? We don't have to measure things.
Because we're Americans. It has to. We have the longest outdoor bar in America.
North America.
In North America, I'd like
called Lobina, and if you've never been to PayPal Park, that's where you got to go to see it.
It's fun. It's cool. And
yep. In terms of linear feet. Not square footage, linear feet, all the way around. It is the longest outdoor bar in North America. Lobina. So there you go. Lobina.
But if you don't want to drive an hour north, drive an hour south, and go visit our friends down at Rising Phoenix again. They've kept us nice and froth watery or beardy here, and then they've helped us out a lot. So go help them out. Go buy a pint and go buy a pizza.
Exactly. Yeah. And then also, our good friend Derek's Designs, Derek White out there in Virginia, doing some fantastic drop-in merchandise for us. A reminder, you can find that at dereksdesigns.com. Derek, if you'd be so kind as to put that in the comments again for us. Wait, no, I've got something. Wait, stop. I can do this myself. I'm getting used to it. There we go. Crap. That's not what I wanted it to do.
Well, now we know. Again, we can. All right, we'll have to lower it a bit.
No, exactly. No, it's.
You can put it on the little scrolly thing.
Where the hell is the overlay? Oh, is it banners, squares? We are almost there. Let's see. There it is. Derek's Designs /collection /the drop-in. There you go. Reminder that for every purchase we plant a tree, and 10% of your purchase goes to
the scholar. What did I call it? I forgot what I called it. For the 831 scholarship. So we're calling it, and it's not quite official yet. It's almost there. Yes, it's called the Fuerza Unión 831 for the 831 scholarship. It is a $1,000 scholarship awarded to one student in the 831 every year that is going to continue their studies from high school to college and is also going to play for their college team. That is going, and actually, if you know somebody that fits that, we haven't opened it yet. Because they were like, all right, cool, I did everything, and then they're like, all right, you gotta fund it up front. And I was like, damn, what? Funded up front, dude. We make $0 on this podcast. What do you mean funded up front? So I was like, you know what? I'm an American. I don't have to eat every day. I'm not gonna die. There's enough calories in this country that I'll survive. No, just kidding. So anyway, so in the next couple of days you'll see that, because we're working on the wording and all that, and it'll go live. And once it goes live. I believe it's going to be open until early June, if I'm not mistaken. Again, it'll say on there, the scholarship will be open for students in the 831 that are going to college. It just requires just a very small personal statement, nothing, not a huge essay or anything, just 250 words, I believe, something like that. Super simple. Really, again, that's really the only requirement, is that you're a soccer player in the 831.
There you go.
That's all there is to it.
I believe we're going to stipulate. You have to have committed to the college. You have to. What do they call that when you do that? You
committed, I think. Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah, and so this is going to be in June. So exactly. So hopefully by then you are committed to a team. And when does the college soccer season go?
I don't know. This is the reason why we have a correspondent. We have not reached out. We have not heard back from Mason. We'll find out from Mason. So we'll go from there.
If not, again, there are other. Got to find that dude. Where is that family from Sacramento? DM me so your poor embarrassed daughter there is my contact now. She was just like, my parents need to shut up. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so if you do buy merch, 10% of that goes to that. And then on top of that, because we plan on doing this, basically every year perpetually, and there will be a crowdfunding component as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So this year, again, we'll pay for it up front. We'll figure it out. But going forward next year, if you say like, oh, I just want to like donate $30-$40 or something to the cause, there will be a website where you can do that. And again, it'll all be through that website. So it'll be all transparent. 100% of the money you donate goes to the person. I made sure to research, the people that we were working with, and they seem legit, and and that's what I like, that, if you give $10, $10 is going directly to the student. It's not like, $6 in administrative costs, $2 in online fees for some reason. No.
And basically the student gets only $1.
Yeah. So no, 100% goes to that. And again, that's super cool. Anyway, yeah, sorry for being so long-winded there, promoting my scholarship. I just think that's so neat. It still blows my mind.
It is a community-based, financial benefit. And it's funded by, like Oz said, it'll be funded mostly by the percentage from the merch sales. And again, thanks to Derek's Designs for offering that. That's how we're calling that a sponsorship, by putting that funding into this scholarship fund. Yeah. And then as Oz said, there will be a crowdfunding part at some point where you can say, hey, I've got $10. I want to give $10 to that, or I've got 50, or I've got 500, whatever, we can figure that part out. So we're really excited. And that was with the organization called bold.org.
Bold. Oh my gosh. Bold.org. Yeah, exactly. Also
Bold, BOLD.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all. Yeah. If you also have I thought they were cool. I tend to do my research on things pretty well. And so I researched them, and they seemed totally legit.
Hi, Mary.
They did a personal phone call. That's what was pretty cool, is they actually called me to, the process of it was neat. They want to make sure that we're a good fit for what they're doing, and that they can help us out. And so, yeah. So if you are part of an organization and you don't know how to do that, that's a simple way to do it. Go through them. I'll get 100% of the money goes to that. We should get like a free month of bold.org or something now, like bold.org premium.
I don't know. How do we do this? I'm going to do that.
Now
are you new? Oh, I put that in the comments. Hey. If you're new to StreamYard, check it out. If you're new to StreamYard,
heck yeah,
or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. Hey, look at that.
The propaganda machine starts rolling, baby.
I just pushed the button. That's all I did. So, hi, producer Mary, out in North Dakota. Good to see you. I hope it's starting to warm up. I'm gonna be ashamed and say I have not looked at the news or the weather. And
I can imagine people watching the Super Bowl from across the country being like, I hate California even more now. It was like,
what was it, 65 degrees?
It was so beautiful.
At kickoff. Yeah. But today we were sitting having lunch with some folks from MBFC today, and it was raining outside.
Yeah, it looks like this next week's going to be pretty chilly.
Mary says lovely. I don't know if that means lovely for the Super Bowl or lovely in North Dakota.
It was 47.
There you go. All right. Well, so we don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight, other than, things are getting closer to the start of the season. Things that we talked about in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, we've got the friendly match against Pachuca on the 28th. That's part of our cooperative agreement between the two clubs. So that's coming on the 28th. Sadly, I won't be there, but Oz will be. I believe on the 26th, there's going to be a training, an open training with MBFC, but more details to come on that. We haven't gotten all that information out for us yet. And then on the 21st, if you're a season ticket holder, you already got this email in your inbox. But on the 21st, for season ticket holders, you can get tickets to a closed door scrimmage or a training match against the Oakland Roots, and that'll be at 4 p.m. on February 21st. So look out for that. If you're a season ticket holder, check your SeatGeek. You should have tickets in your.
You can claim up to two more tickets per ticket that you have. So if you have,
no, I thought it was per account.
Oh, all right.
I think so. If you have 4 tickets in your account, you still get only 2 tickets.
They should get 8.
But that
whatever.
means
I try to help you guys. I try to be. I'm for the people. I'm for the people here.
Very much for the people, and we will find out.
Okay, that's cool.
If we're wrong, I'm hoping someone will correct us. So anyway, we got 5 people on tonight. We can see them in the comments, but we can't see who's on there. Oz is right. It was 47 today, and Sonny, you were dead on.
What?
Well done.
I know my.
Your North Dakota weather.
What would you call that region? Not the Midwest. I feel like if you would call them
it's the upper. It's the upper
Midwest is there. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yep. They're like, how dare you?
Canada adjacent.
Yeah.
What else? So we got the friendly against the Oakland Roots coming up for season ticket holders. We've got the open practice coming up. We've got the Pachuca match, and then of course we have the season opener, home opener at Cardinale Stadium on March 7th. Kickoff is at 7:00. Gates will open at 5:30, and it's against the Roots, and that means we will see a bunch of our folks from the homegrown hooligans, Los Roots. Who else? The homegrown hooligans. What's the other group they call?
There's
Oakland football. Oakland football is for everyone. Yeah, Mary says the Northern Plains.
Remember that from Oregon Trail, like on the Platte River or something. You always have to have a doctor. You don't want to die of dysentery. Did that really make a difference? Bringing a doctor on? That thing was like 4 bites big. Like how much information was really in there?
There is a joke that I think Mary told me. Is it Mary or I think it was in a chat group? But yeah, it was something about going on the Oregon Trail or something like that. It had to be somebody got shot, and it was
by a guy named Terry.
Terry, and it was because you were dysentery.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry I butchered that because I cannot remember the whole of it. But anyway.
I mean, I know we're bouncing around a bit, but that Pachuca match I think is super cool. Have we had an international friendly?
We have never had an international friendly.
That is okay, yeah.
That's big in and of itself.
Yeah. And I it's tough because of the schedules, how the Liga MX just started.
Yep.
So I mean, am I being a Debbie Downer? Basically, the big team plays on the 27th, so you're not going to get any of the big names playing down here. But I think and it's still super important in the history of our team that we're playing an international friendly. So I think it's important to show up, to show them, that there is a fan base here. So when the Pachuca players do go down, they say, hey, you know what? They got something going up there.
Well, and just as important, obviously, is this cooperative agreement that we've got between the two clubs. It's for developmental purposes. So any of those players that are coming with that Pachuca Select group that gets game time, somebody might look like an attractive prospect for Monterey Bay, and there may be an offer there, or one of our guys. It might be one of the young guys from the development academy or something, because I have a feeling Jordan's going to use every resource he has available to him that night, and maybe a young lad that plays for the academy will be an attractive prospect for Pachuca to say, you know what, let's sign some forms and we'll get that kid down to Pachuca and develop with our system. I mean, the big thing about both clubs right now is developing players. We're now seeing a commitment from our front office that they want to see players develop within Monterey Bay. And this is something we've been talking about for 5 years now, or going on 5 years now, is that pathway. again, it's the word pathway keeps coming up, especially with the announcement of USL Premier and the promotion and relegation aspects and everything. That's being labeled as a pathway to young soccer players in this country, saying, look, if you play high school ball, if you play community college ball, if you're playing, in the development academies, if you're good enough, you're old enough, we could get you, playing professional soccer. I don't know how that works with, with eligibility and all that business. But I mean, the whole idea here is there is a path to developing your career as a professional soccer player right there in front of you in this country. And most importantly for us, right here in our community, right here in our backyard in the 831. So gotta commend MBFC and Pachuca for putting that agreement together and looking at the possibilities coming from that agreement between the two clubs.
And speaking of development and all that, it is, you have to buy a ticket for that, but part of that ticket, the proceeds are going to the Salinas Soccer Complex. So again, what we would call the Constitution. What's it called? Salinas
Regional Soccer Complex, the SRSG.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah, and yeah.
C. I said C.
C. Yeah, so and that's what is cool, because it is basically a regular price ticket.
Yep.
But what is cool about that is that, again, you're just like, buying the merch and you're helping the community by going, you're supporting the community by showing up. Number one, it shows that there's interest in this area, but number two, some of that money is going directly back into that. And again, for those that don't know, the Salinas Regional Soccer Complex, while it is beautiful now and it's growing even more, they put a lot of nice pitches there with lights. That is still just the second phase of a bigger project. I believe the full project's like $45 million or something, really, what they're for the full build out. So anyway, that money is going directly to that field is used. I was going to say 12 months a year, but I believe there's a month of rest for that, actually now, never mind. They have the synthetic pitches now. So yeah, that is a facility that's open 12 months a year and develops a lot of talent around here. And it's a really cool place. And again, for people like being in Salinas, it's a good place to keep kids off the streets kind of things, in places where, what is it? Damn, I don't know the saying. I was going to say this, the whole, the idle hands is the devil's, devil's work, the devil's playground or something like that. Anyway, I'm not some disciplinarian or anything, but yeah, we have so much talent in this area. To give them quality facilities only helps them more. And again, quality facilities, great talent, a professional soccer team locally with international connections. It all makes sense. And if you want to see it, if you want to see the future, show up, get your ticket for February 28th. Right?
That's the game. Yep. February 28th at Cardinale Stadium. I believe kickoff is at 7 p.m., isn't it? I'll go look. Hold on. Hey, we're not using my phone for this anymore, so now I can look up things. So,
and then the season itself, it starts on March 6th. Dude, Louisville, Lexington City, they're starting off with a bang.
I know it.
Good way to start. Hello, everyone. Hey, doggy pals, rough. That's what.
Hey there, Owen.
What's up, Owen? How's it going?
Owen and Ollie. I assume Ollie's in the room, watching as well. But we know Owen is. Hey, Owen. Let's see. Where's the Pachuca match?
Is it? Oh, it is. It is listed. Do I have it up?
There it is.
Oh man, and that's I'm
okay.
Right before the World Cup.
Not giving us anything there, but okay.
Free scarf giveaway. Oh, look at that. What? Hold on. 7 p.m. Yes.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. But right before that, home opener, March 7th, free scarf giveaway to the first 4,000. Come on. First 4,000 people in the stadium. I mean,
come on. Let's go. Let's get there.
They're giving us a scarf. How about that? Look at that.
Why not?
But 4,000, I mean, whatever. I know it costs a lot of money. I know it's probably there's only like 5,000 seats. The last 1,000 people,
Well, if you show up late, you don't get one. That's just the way it goes.
Actually, look at it. If you can, it's like literally a picture.
Oh yeah, it is.
Of the NBA. Well, that's pretty cool.
They said when we had lunch today, it was what was they called it a 5th anniversary scarf because we were starting our 5th season.
That is the traditional 5th anniversary gift is a scarf. If you look it up. Yeah. So get your lady a scarf on the 5th anniversary or else she's going to be mad at you.
I'm trying something, folks, just for kicks and giggles. Let's see if this works. It's a reminder. There it is. Pachuca versus Monterrey. Tickets on sale now.
That's so cool.
Isn't that neat?
That's
so
cool
to call your ticket rep, go on SeatGeek, but yeah, call your ticket rep. It's worth the call. So, but yeah, were you hanging out the side? Is that where you out there? All right, but yeah. I like it.
This is gonna be too much
what
fun.
else?
And I'm only drinking water.
It would be too. We could crack the Shankies if we want.
Vodka. I had some last night. It was cold. Oh, it was so good.
It was cold?
Well, it was cold in the studio, so I needed to warm up. And I was like, you know what?
That'll do it.
A little bit of Shankies.
So, what else? We know that Monterey Bay is working on bringing some more players. Obviously, the size of our squad at this very moment, I think, is 17 players. I think you want 18 on game day. We specifically, I think we want an extra keeper because we only got one. And you know how we do at Monterey. We go through keepers like Spinal Tap goes through drummers. So we want to make sure that we've got at least a backup there. But yeah, more players to come. As you might think, depending on where the player is coming from or what league that player is coming from, even if they're holding an American passport or a dual citizenship, whatever country they're coming from, that's going to involve visas and believe it or not, tariffs. So it's putting a bind on things. So, but we're staying positive. We've got positive news ahead. We just don't have anything to announce just yet.
I still like the Nick Ross thing is to me the most important signing, I believe, of the offseason.
Okay.
I like his experience. And I know there's a lot of young talent, a lot of people that can come in and break out. But to me, it was so important to have a veteran presence that had experience in the league, and he's exactly that.
They use that.
Even if he doesn't come in and give us a bunch of minutes, just being in the locker room and just knowing how to navigate this league. Because again, like we literally just talk. We don't talk a lot about the behind the scenes stuff, but it happens in even bigger leagues. But there is sometimes, man, these poor guys, they're professional athletes, but they have to put up with some funny stuff, in order to play the sport that they love. So it is cool to have someone there to be like, yes, calm, everything is fine. This is normal. of a pepperoni pizza after the match is actually pretty good.
This is another guy with years of experience, not only in USL Championship but also overseas. So this is a big deal to have a player of Nick Ross's caliber joining us. And
plus he's from Inverness, which I hear is a cool place.
Yes, we have it with great authority that Inverness is a fabulous place, and Inverness Caledonian Thistle is a wonderful Scottish soccer team.
You think they would like us because we grow artichokes, which is a thistle? We are Thistle Brothers.
We are Thistle Brothers. We could be sister cities in the Thistle.
So. Or they probably like, that's not we don't grow that kind of thistle here. We hate you. We hate that kind of
edible thistles. There you go. What else did we talk about?
Just cool stuff. I mean, and we were talking about English soccer.
That's where when we were at lunch today.
Offside rule.
We were offside, and this is where I apologize to Jen. Jen, I'm sorry. But yeah, we were watching the Newcastle Spurs game, or Spurs Newcastle, since we were playing at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We were watching that game while we were having lunch, and it was that first goal by Joe Willock that was called back for offside. If you go and look at that graphic, just research or just Google Willock offside Spurs, and just see the absolute ridiculousness that was. His cheekbone, or the top of his skull, his scalp, his forehead was offside.
Forehead.
And just I'm.
And not all of the forehead, like the crown of the forehead.
A slice of the forehead. Just go look for that graphic because it was absolutely ridiculous.
I get it. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not a purist. I'm okay with bringing in more technology into the sport, but man, it's just, and it takes so long. And that's another thing. I don't understand how we just had the Super Bowl. We're just talking about it. The NFL, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm sure if you talk with NFL or a NFL follower, supporter of the league,
fan,
they would probably, complain about but it seems to be so quick. There are replays in every NFL game, but it is totally a part of the game now. It doesn't seem to break the rhythm.
Nope.
But when there's a VAR check in Premier League, it just is so clunky, and it takes 4 to 5 minutes. And again, and
those minutes get added on to the end of this half.
Well, and on top of this,
in the form of stoppage time,
these are really high level athletes. So either they're running around staying warm, or they're just standing around, and all of a sudden they have to go back to 100. And then if it's like right before halftime, then they slow. And these guys are now playing 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes you're endangering your players, and that's just the most important. You should, again, the safety of the players should be paramount. Should be. I feel like I'm not. It's not a advertisement now.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. Not sure if you want to. Current. Oh, wait. Derek just texted us.
Updated money stats.
Yeah, we definitely want to. The current proceeds in the college scholarship fund just from merch sales is $102.71, and has also planted 19 trees.
Dang.
19 trees. Thanks, Derek.
That's
thanks for that
small
update.
Forest.
Well, I mean, and we've only been selling merch for what, 5 weeks?
Yeah, something.
I think right after Christmas or just before Christmas. So it's been like 6 weeks, maybe. So that's not bad. And as we get more and more out there, I'm going to take the comments down for just a second, because I want Oz to get in close to me real quick, because we want a cover photo for Instagram for our post.
Like, what do I look
so look at the camera and just smile.
Gotta have to find it,
and then we'll go looking for it. It's in the 30th minute. That's why I specifically went there so I could find it.
30 minutes in.
There you go. 30 tree. So I'll put the comments back on. So yeah, with that announcement, $102.71 in the scholarship fund, and we've planted 19 trees. So
we are so good.
I don't know if you've noticed on the catalog, we mentioned it at the very end of the show last week, but there is now an Adrian Rebelliar t-shirt.
Yeah.
It has a very large AR with that's kind of embossed in like the Mexican flag. It's red and flows into green. It's got a couple of strawberries there. It's kind of a throwback to his heritage with his family in Watsonville there. And then on the back it says number 7, #7. Number 7 is nonstop. So and then it has the drop-in logo on the sleeve. So go have a look at that. It's available in multiple colors. We also have beanies. We have our flex fit hats. We've got the trio logo on the front of a kit. A t-shirt. We've got Bart, the original Bart logo with just Bart and his headphones and his microphone. And what else do we got out there? I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for now.
So for now, but we're always coming up with more things. We're always discussing possibilities of more stuff with Derek. So there you go. So yeah, we've got the upcoming open or closed door friendly with the Oakland Roots available to season ticket holders on the 21st. We have the training session that we're going to hear more about in the next week on the 26th. We've got the friendly against Pachuca on the 28th. And then the season opener is the weekend after that on the 7th.
March 7th.
Reminder that I will be out of the country. I will be going to Newcastle for about a month. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to do more drop-ins. What we will do, however, is we're going to have to do it a little earlier in the day. Well, Oz and I will figure that out, but I think it's going to be somewhere between noon and 4 o'clock. We'll do shows, and I don't know where Oz will be, but I'll figure out where I'm going to be. And the nice thing about that is we will have 2 different cameras, which then on Instagram means that they'll be stacked one on top of the other. So it's going to look great on both YouTube and Instagram. If you guys are watching on Instagram and saying everything looks a little bit funny, that's because Instagram can only do portrait, and as you can see on YouTube, everything is set out at landscape. So
I can imagine. So if you're on Instagram, it's probably tiny because it's got that outer ring.
Yeah. Well, don't
go
know
to
how
YouTube.
Yeah. All we can say is go find us on YouTube as at the Drop In 831, all one word.
Thanks for everyone that's been subscribing and liking and all that. That's super cool. We're up to almost like 30 followers in the first week.
Yep. So
that was awesome. So and if you haven't, go subscribe.
Over 100 hours in viewing. So if our 1 hour of footage means it's been watched 100 times, which is pretty cool.
We're only 290 away from getting their attention.
Oh, and Shanky's Whip liked our Instagram reel. That was a big thing for us the other day.
We got their bottle right here on the table.
And their bird right
Shanky.
here. Right, Bart? Okay, what other than
we should put googly eyes on it.
I thought about that. Did I tell you about the googly eyes at Costco?
Yeah.
That was creepy. There's an end cap in the healthcare area of the seaside, Sand City Costco. If you go looking for it, and there's a gentleman it's a man and a woman on the end cap, and the gentleman has googly eyes, and I turned the corner and it freaked me the hell out. So, anything else we want to talk about? Obviously, the Earthquakes are starting their season here coming up here soon as well, and their big signing, Timo Werner, former German national team. Striker. He signed from Red Bull Leipzig. He's a designated player. There you go.
Not that he probably wouldn't have played in the Open Cup, but that's another reason of like, man, that's where the Open Cup everybody should play.
I'm still really bummed about the fact that the Earthquakes are in the Open Cup because they failed to make the playoffs in Major League Soccer, and we can't participate in the Open Cup because we didn't make the playoffs in USL Championship. They took the worst of the best and the best of the next one below, and they're able to. It's no longer open. The US Open Cup is not open if we're being exclusionary. And quite frankly, it was exclusionary last year where Major League Soccer got to decide. Each club got to decide which club wanted to participate, and that was a hunk of junk too. So, what else, Oz? Is there anything else
That's all I got for this week. I mean, again, we literally had no sign. We talked about, the technical staff last week.
Yep.
And that's probably, because will you still be here next week?
I'll be here next week.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get one of those people on the technical staff on here. Because even if there is no news, we can at least get to learn about
the people.
I'm telling you, again, one of them has a UEFA A license. I want to talk to them. I want to know what that's like.
That's Tony Awar, the new director of recruitment. So.
Yeah, UEFA A, which again, UEFA A is, okay, for those that don't know,
that's the highest grade.
Second highest.
What's the
pro? Pro is the highest.
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
So to coach on the professional level around the world, or at least for FIFA sanctioned teams, you need a license. You can't. It's not just
you have to have gone to school.
Yeah, you literally and paid money.
And you start at the bottom. You start at like a class F, and then an E, and then a D, and then a C. So for you to get a class A means that there have been 6 levels below you to get to where you're going.
And then it's interesting, at least in United States Soccer Federation, I'm sure UEFA is the same thing. Once you get to the higher, the Bs, the As, they offer the classes like once a year, if that. It's super rare. So
it's like a week-long course.
Yeah, so you have to go to wherever it is, pay to be there, pay to take the classes. And again, it's not cheap once you get to the higher levels. But yeah, an UEFA A license allows you to manage up until a development team. So you could, the U23s basically. So he can coach a European team up until the U23s, which is that.
In case you're not understanding what Oz is saying, that's UEFA. That's the Union of European Football Associations, UEFA. It's an abbreviation. It's the European governing body that governs all the football associations in the greater part of Europe. So the Champions League, the biggest of the best of Europe, that is the UEFA Champions League. Then so is the Europa Cup, Europa League, and then the Europa Conference League, which is the leg before that or below that. So all of those are governed and sanctioned by UEFA, and that's what Oz is saying is our new director of recruitment at Monterey Bay Football Club has a UEFA level A license, which means he is capable of coaching up to the under 23 level. You said,
yeah,
yep.
He could be a caretaker for a Premier League team, a top level team.
But does that allow him to coach at like championship level? You know, there's the Premier League, then there's the Champions League, then there's Division 1, then there's Division 2.
Yeah.
Because I know in order to coach in the Prem, you have to have a pro license.
The pro license, yeah.
But championship, you can do it
with an A. Yeah,
so
you can do it with an A.
You could be the manager of Blackburn Rovers with an A license. There you go.
So yeah, and again, so the knowledge that the guy has is I'm so curious about the process and what he's learned and how many Johan Cruyff quotes can he bust out.
I met Tony earlier in the summer and or in the winter, the summer. Jeez. In the off season, I met him.
It's always 70 degrees around here.
I met him just before Christmas when we were at the stadium. So he's a really nice guy. We have friends in common. So it would be nice if we could get Tony in here. It'd be nice if we could get Troy, who is the new assistant coach from Scotland. We'll see if we can get him on the show. Still looking at hoping to get Jordan.
If he's married to a lady named Helen, that would be so cool.
Tony or Troy?
Troy, because she would be Helen Troy. I mean, I would go with Helen of Troy.
So did you see the ad during the Super Bowl for the big blockbuster movie, The Odyssey?
I didn't do this on purpose. I really literally only saw like the halftime show. The game itself was pretty boring. It wasn't close.
What, it finished 29-13?
Yeah, and those last like 10 of the 13 were just because the Patriot or the other team had given up. The Seahawks were just like, all right, we won. Can we get our trophy already? But
no, the reason why I asked about The Odyssey because it's obviously a big blockbuster movie that's coming out. But I told you the joke earlier, the meme.
Oh yeah,
the meme that I saw. It's a meme, and it says, Odysseus is saying to the crew on the ship, he says, "Let us begin the Odyssey." And one of the sailors says, "What's an Odyssey?" And Odysseus says, "It's a long journey named after the sole survivor." And the sailor goes, "Oh, okay. Wait, what?" Odysseus. Odyssey. There you go. Derek says, more importantly, do we know who Troy's SPFL team is? We don't. We need to find that out. I'm sure if we go and look at his playing career, we'll know. So, but then again, you never know.
We already have a question for next week.
Yes, absolutely.
And so Troy takes an early lead.
Well, let's see if we can get Troy. We'll see if we can get Troy or we can get Tony. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah, and again, this is once again the new setup. We even though usually we wouldn't record on a day like this when there wasn't much to talk about, but we do have this new thing that we want to play around with and kind of figure out before the season starts. So when the season is going, and we are every week, we're prepared and it's as polished as it can be.
I am going to admit I don't know how to say this. I could watch the games, obviously, but the games kick off at 7 p.m. here, which is going to be 3 a.m. Sunday morning time for me in England. So,
well, but you're over there and you can watch the replay on YouTube.
Exactly.
That's what's cool.
So
over there, it's on YouTube.
You need to be able to watch it and go from there. And there's nothing wrong with sitting down and watching a replay, in the hotel room. Just boom, there you go. Or in the flat, either one. We'll see.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else? Anything in the comments? Anything anybody wants to know about or wants us to announce for them? Hit us up in the comments. I know Parker has a new play coming up that I will miss, unfortunately, the run because it's only 8 shows. It's 2 weeks and it'll be smack dab while I'm gone. It's called Dancing on Lunasa. Dancing at Lunasa. Dancing on Lunasa. It's an Irish play. Lunasa is a festival, and it's the dancing there, and it's it takes place in 1939 in Ireland. So Derek says means more time for tangents during my spring training. That's right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Our spring training right here. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all tangents all the time, and that's that's our bread and butter. We can do that no problem. But man, it is. It's one of those that rush there of activity at the end of February. I think it's going to be like, whoa, here it comes here, and the anxiety is going to be like, oh, let's go. Here comes the new season.
I have a feeling we'll get more announcements of more players. There's all kinds of stuff to be talked about between now and the start of the season. So
the roster's not filled out yet. So there's no way and it's so. I feel like I swear we've and I guess I shouldn't swear, right? Is that the proper? Anyway, I know in years past I've been like, there's no way we're going to start the season with one keeper, right? So. And we never did. We can't. I mean, legally, I guess we could, but it just so we're obviously going to sign at least one keeper, and we've talked about it personally, but it's not a knock on he could be really, really, but goalkeepers usually tend to their careers last longer, and so the position it's not just a dude standing in between two metal poles.
Right.
He's doing a lot during the match, and he's responsible, for the defense and all this. So you see it when you watch it. The keeper needs to be a tough person because defenders are tough people a lot of the time,
cookies.
And you need to be able to tell them, you need to stand there, you need to do this. I'm ultimately responsible for this.
Mama T throwing out marketing. Derek, check it out in the comments. Tangents are our bread and butter. That's a new T-shirt we need to come up with. Maybe, we'll have to think about
like the word tangent on the pat of butter or something.
that's the brand. The brand.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
something. Either tangents bread. Or I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Gold.
Yep, a nice baguette with the word tangent formed in the crust or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It has to be Kerrygold butter, though.
Kerrygold butter.
It's the best butter in the world. I know.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So good. So good. So good. It's yellow. I'm telling you, that was that was literally one of the highlights of my trip is driving past the Kerrygold dairy and like, whoa, that's where my butter comes from. I love this butter. Do they have a company store?
Were you hoping to get a scarf or something that says Kerrygold on it?
Something, a butt of butter.
a butt of butter. I don't even know what Oz is talking about anymore.
Isn't that a half of wine barrel? Isn't that a butt?
I have no idea. What?
Yeah, a half a wine barrel is a butt. Got like a buttload is the actual term. A butt. I'm pretty sure a butt is a half a wine barrel. It equates to a standard volume of fluid. Like you could get a butt of wine, and it's like I don't know, 18. See,
I'm dumbfounded right now, and Oz is about to Google it. Because now I want to know more.
A bit of wisdom is right. The second
Indeed,
thing.
there you go.
A butt of wine was a large historical cask measurement equivalent to 126 gallons, or 2 hogsheads, used for storing and transporting wine and ale in medieval Europe, giving rise to the modern slang buttload for a large quantity.
OMG. Okay. Very well. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Anything else in the comments?
Actually, a half was a ton. TUN, not TON.
TUN. Yes.
So 126 gallon cask is a butt, or barrel, I guess, is a butt.
There you go. So wait, you're saying 126 gallons or 128 gallons?
126 gallons.
126 gallons. So 252 gallons in a barrel is considered a barrel.
No, the full barrel is 126.
Oh, the full barrel is 126.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's a big damn barrel.
126
so 126.
gallons.
So half of a barrel is called a butt.
No, the full one's the butt.
The full one's the butt. Mm-hmm. So a butt load of wine is a barrel.
Mm-hmm. Is 126 gallons of wine. It's a buttload.
This is where Mama T says, stop saying butt over and over again.
Or 2 hogsheads if you want to be proper. Hogshead sounds way more.
So I need to go find that. Derek says the more you know. Mary says you learn something every episode. That's why we're here. Tangents are our bread and butter.
Doesn't hogshead sound like what a moose knuckle should be called? Like, dude, those pants are kind of tight. You're showing a hogshead there. It's about time we shame men for wearing tight pants.
Stop. All right. Okay. Hogshead. A hogshead. 2 hogsheads. So what? 2 dudes in tight pants?
Yeah.
That's a butt?
They would.
I don't like where this is going. We need to stop. Okay. Anything else in the comments? Anybody? Anything to avoid metric? Okay. Wait, why is the clock saying 10:40?
Because when we rotated it, we disconnected it.
And no one remembered how to set it?
No, we just like that because it just adds a bit of mystery to when you're recording.
It's giving me anxiety.
What day, what time is it? Are you here? You don't know.
I don't know. Why am I here? All right, so I'm going to turn off the comments on the screen. Thank you all for joining us again on the drop-in here on YouTube and on Instagram.
And IG. Yeah, on Instagram as well.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the Instagram version when I'm overseas because, again, the camera, you'll be on your camera, I'll be on my camera, and they'll be stacked on Instagram. So it's going to look cool. It'll be great to have that capability on both. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. 7:51 our time. That's what it says. So
the time is now. What is it? The pips or whatever when BBC would say like the time. Yeah. The time is now 4 p.m. What was it called? Pips? Whatever that was. Not the pips. Whatever their little sound was.
A blip.
The BBC sound, everybody, right?
The bibips. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. The hogsheads.
The hogsheads.
Jesus. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. As we get more information, we'll be happy to parlay that into another episode, and we'll go from there.
Yes.
If I'm trying to figure out where our media assets are, there we are, and all I have to do is hit end stream. So if we're ready to end the stream, we can do that.
And then it plays the little outro thing its own?
It does. Are you guys ready for the outro? Did you like the new intro?
I made that countdown. That was all me, dude.
Dude.
Me and a bunch of caffeine.
Here, okay, all right. We should show it again. Just because we're on here and we can. Everybody want to see it again? You want to see the intro? Okay.
It was so tricky.
It was, but you did a great job.
Because the timer was attached. It was not separate from the background. So I was like, how can I add my own to it?
I'm adding
figured
drum
it out.
roll bongos. Here it comes. I'm going to show you the intro again, and then we'll lead into the outro. Here we go. Oz did that.
I should have got a star wipe. I really like star wipes. I think they're cool. No one will ever use them professionally. They need their moment.
No one at all.
I didn't do that. I just did the countdown.
See, and Oz did that countdown part.
Only the countdown
He
part.
added the 10-second countdown at the beginning. Thanks again to Derek with the waves and of course the two logos, the original Bart and then the trio. And there you go. So with that, I'm going. Oh, we got comments. Old dogs can learn new tricks. There you go. I'm still the oldest one in the room. So there you go.
But a wine.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. And we will catch you next time. Love you guys.
Yeah.
See ya. Say goodnight, Oz.
Good night, Oz.
Bye.